Hello guys, today we will be discussing on practical number 5, how to do the execution of practical number 5. That is the thing that we are going to discuss today. Now this is the ER diagram that we are referring to, and using this ER diagram only we are going to see that how to convert this ER model into actual database. We have already seen in third and fourth practical actually how to convert this, but more of that, that is how to enable the constraints and all those details will be seen in this practical. So I will be coming back to this ER model means one or the other time. So let us start the discussion and that how to convert this ER model and how to do the execution on practical number 5. Okay, so let us open the experiment number 5 right up first of all. So we have to implement all the SQL constraints that we have discussed in the lecture, out of which not null, unique, primary key, foreign key, check, index and default are the various constraints that we wish to implement, right? So now let us open the SQL workbench, sorry, the SQL command line prompt. So once again I am entering the password which is required to be entered. Okay, so it has crashed. I will try to reopen it once again. Okay, so we have changed the database and now we are going to implement the things. Okay, so let us see one by one whether we have all the required table or not. So department, instructor, student and section, department, instructor, student and section. So we are going to see that first we should drop everything and we should create everything new. So I am doing the command drop department, drop student, okay, so drop table that we have to write. I'm dropping all the table, and once again we will be creating that. Okay, so department is not existing here, so then student, instructor and section. Instructor, section, course, classroom. Course, classroom. So everything is dropped. I guess we have created only those many number of tables only. So course, time slot, classroom, course, everything is deleted. Now I can go with creating the new table. Now you can see in this particular diagram that department name, building, budget. So department name is the primary key here. We have already discussed about what is primary key, what is candidate key, what is foreign key, etc. So we are going to implement this one by one. So first of all, I will be creating department, instructor and student, and then we will be establishing this relationship, that is student department, institute department and advisor within these tables by using the foreign key concept. Okay, so let us see one by one how to create. First of all, department. So I am creating the table. Create table name, that is department. Create table name. Then the things that I want to declare here is department name, building and budget. DAPT name, building and budget. Now what are the various data types that I must decide? So department name can be character 20, building can be block A, block B, so it can be character 2, you can use it as a character 2. Okay, department, building, then building character 2, and budget can be your integer, budget integer, and semicolon is used to terminate the query. Now keep this thing in mind that we have to implement the constraints on this table. So what are the various constraints? So let us see first constraint, that not null constraint. Okay, so just for your understanding purpose, I am applying the constraint without declaring the actual database, or without bothering about creation of the database or converting of this database into the ER model into the actual database. So first constraint is not null constraint. So wherever you want to apply this particular constraint, there you can just type in that if you want that this department name should not be null, so you can just type after this declaration of the attribute that it is a not null type of data type, not null type of attribute. Okay, and if you hit enter, so the table will get created. And if you try to describe this department A90, then ESC department A90. Okay, department. Okay, so the spelling is wrong in when I was creating the table. I have quoted the wrong spelling, so I have to go with that spelling only. Department A90 is the spelling that I have utilized here. So now you can see that in the null column it is saying that no, so department name is not null. Now I want this department name as now I am going to apply next constraint, that is building. So I want that building is should be unique, so each building name should be unique, so I can apply unique constraint on the building. But as we have already created this table, so we cannot directly declare by using the create table command, because if you put the create table command once again, and if you try type in front of building, if you type that it should be unique, so UNIQUE, if you type this and enter, so it says that table department A90 already exists. So by using create table command, it means that by using create table command you are unable to declare this particular attribute and give a particular constraint to any of the attribute. So which command now I should use now? I should use the alter table command with modify statement. So alter table name is department A90. Okay, and then modify the attribute which you want to modify. So here buildng. So here also I have made a mistake, character 2, and in the spelling of building is wrong, but whatever spelling you have taken while creation, only that spelling should be followed. Okay, so alter table name, modify building character 2, and now you should type unique here. So in the same way you can apply the not null constraint also by modify statement. So you can try it out on your own and try to give this constraint by using the alter table command. So I have described this table here, and you can see that after the description it is coming that the key is UNI here. It means that unique constraint is applied on my table. Now if the unique constraint is applied, not null constraint is applied, now I have to use a new type of constraint which is called as primary key. But before going with primary key, let us try to discuss about other constraint, that is check and index constraint and default constraint. Okay, so we are going to see these constraints later on. Let us first of all try to focus on the primary key because it is a very important constraint, and each and every time the foreign key and primary key are the two constraints that you should apply always. Okay, on your database. Your database should always have the primary key. So now primary key is the constraint which is used to identify each row uniquely, and the primary key is decided by the database administrator. The database administrator decides the primary key out of the available candidate keys. So I hope that you know the definition about candidate keys, or yes, candidate key only. So out of the candidate key, the database administrator can select a minimal primary key. Okay, so now minimal super key is a candidate key, and candidate out of the available candidate key, the database administrator selects a primary key. Now what is super key, what is a primary key, and what is candidate key, those part are already covered in our syllabus when we were discussing about this in the lecture, right? So now the focus is how to apply the primary key constraint by using alter table command. Either you can apply by using alter table command, or you can apply by using the create table command. So the method to apply the constraint by using create table command is same. That is, you can directly type the statement create table name and the attribute names respectively, and instead of not null, if I want to give it as a primary key, so I can directly write down here primary key and hit enter. But now the department A90 table is already existing, and I have to apply the same constraint primary key on department name table, department name attribute. So what I can do, more I can utilize the facility of the alter table statement, that is DDL statement. So by using alter table statement, the syntax goes like alter table name, add primary key and column name on which you wish to apply the primary key. So let us try to see this alter table name is department A90 and add primary key, and in bracket you should type the column on which the primary key is to be given. So now you can see that the primary key is getting applied. So it is going to identify each and every row uniquely for this table. You can see that PRI is written over here. Okay, so by using this you have applied the primary key. Now I am going to create every table with all the necessary constraints, and I am going to use majorly primary key, not null and unique, right? So let us try to go one by one. So instructor is the next table that I wish to create now. So instructor is the table that is having ID as the primary key and name and salary. So I am going to use the instructor table now. I'm going to make the instructor table now. Okay, so create table instructor A90, right? Instructor A90, then ID ID, suppose it is a varchar variable character and 10 is the value given to it, and it is a primary key. Now instead of primary key, what I am going to do now here, intentionally I am going to type it as not null and unique. So two constraint I am applying same time at one attribute. Let us see what happens. ID, then name is character 20, it should be unique, and ID name, and I think the next attribute is salary. Salary is integer and it should not be null, and OT NU double L. So it is saying that you have error in your SQL syntax near UN. Okay, so unique name is wrong here. UNIQUE. UNIQUE. So now I'm going to, it is the query okay message has appeared, so I'm going to describe this now. So in order to describe it, describe instructor A90. You can see that I have not declared primary key in this particular table, instructor A90, but still ID is appearing as primary key. So what has exactly happened over here? So when I was declaring two constraint to a single variable, that is not null and unique, and if that particular table doesn't have any primary key, so at that time that particular एट्रीब्यूट ऑटोमेटिकली बिकम्स प्राइमरी की. इट मीन्स दैट अगर आपके पास प्राइमरी की है नहीं उस टेबल में, तो वो टेबल में अगर प्राइमरी की है नहीं और आपने नॉट नल और यूनिक सेम किसी एक फील्ड को बोल दिया है, तो वो पर्टिकुलर फील्ड अपने आप प्राइमरी की बन जाएंगे. लेकिन अगर प्राइमरी की उसमें होती है ऑलरेडी और आप किसी एक एट्रीब्यूट को नॉट नल और यूनिक बोलते हो, तो उससे क्या होगा? तो ये हम लोग नेक्स्ट अभी बनाते हैं. वी आर गोइंग टू क्रिएट अ नेक्स्ट टेबल. Let us see student ID name and total credit. So I'm going to utilize ID name and total credit, and instead of instructor I'm going to write here student A90 ID name, and instead of salary it is TOT underscore CRED here. Now I am not going to use two constraint here. What I am going to do here, I am going to use primary key, and name along with unique I am calling it as not null. Now जैसे कि अभी प्रीवियस टेबल में हुआ था, नॉट नल और यूनिक एक साथ बोल दिया था, तो वो चीज क्या बन गई थी? प्राइमरी की. लेकिन अभी यहाँ पे मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, पहले ही प्राइमरी की डिक्लेयर कर दे रहा हूँ. और अभी नॉट नल और यूनिक होता है क्या देखते हैं. नॉट नल और यूनिक अगर हमने नेम को किया है तो उसमें क्या डिफरेंस आएगा वो देखेंगे अभी. सो आई एम गोइंग टू डिस्क्राइब स्टूडेंट A90. You can see here that the not null is no, means it cannot hold null values, as well as it has become primary key because we have declared it as primary key. So whenever you call any attribute as primary key, it automatically becomes not null. But now here you have quoted it this name attribute as not null as well as unique, but it has not become primary key. Why? Because view there is already one attribute which is qualifying the criteria of the primary key. So in each relation or in each table only one and only one attribute can act as a primary key. So now I have created three tables with three different attributes. Now what I am going to do here, I am going to link these tables. So we are going to basically what we are going to do today, because otherwise the length of the video will become very large and which will be very difficult to upload also. So I am going to consider only this much amount of ER diagram, and I will be establishing these relationships also. And in the same way you can establish these relationships. So you can use your own ER diagram and try to see how to implement these relationships, right? So but for you cannot constrain yourself for a particular section of the ER diagram. You are intended to complete all the conversion, that is all the attributes, or sorry, all the entity sets should be converted into the tabular format, and complete ER diagram should appear in your output. Okay, so let us go back now. What I'm going to do here is card. Next constraint is foreign key. So foreign key constraint can either be added while creation of the table, or after creating of the table also it can be added. Foreign key is the referential integrity constraint which links together the two tables. So the syntax for this is create table, table name, column 1 data type not null unique, column 2 data type not null, primary key, column 1 name, foreign key, column 2.3 references, table name 2. So I think that you have not understood anything from this syntax. I will tell you how to convert this syntax into actual query right now. But now we are going to use alter table because we have already created the three tables, and on those I have to apply the foreign key. So I am going to use alter table statement only. Okay. So how to use alter table statement in order to apply the foreign key. Then later on also we are going to create one foreign key by using the create table statement, in which I think we can create this section table, and then we can see how the foreign key can be applied. Okay, so it has already 22 minutes long video is created. Let us see how far it goes. Okay, so next is कौन सा बनाना है अपने को? Yes, foreign key constraint. So foreign key constraint between department and instructor. So foreign key constraint instructor ये table है, department ये table है, इनके बीच में foreign key लगाना है. So in order to implement the foreign key, either you can create a new table and give its primary key as a foreign key in individual tables, or you can use first table's primary key as other tables foreign key. So both way it is possible. समझ में आया मैंने क्या बोला है? एक बार फिर से बता देता हूँ आपको कि अगर आपको दो टेबल लिंक करने हैं, या तो आप एक नया टेबल बनाओ और उसमें एक ऐसा एट्रीब्यूट लो जिसको आप इधर और इधर फॉरेन की बोलोगे, तो वो एट्रीब्यूट जो आपने इस टेबल में बनाया हुआ है वो एट्रीब्यूट इन दोनों टेबल में एज अ फॉरेन की रहेगा, और पेरेंट टेबल में वो एज अ प्राइमरी की रहेगा. अगर पेरेंट टेबल में प्राइमरी की नहीं है कोई एट्रीब्यूट, पर्टिकुलर एट्रीब्यूट, तो उसको आप बाद में फॉरेन की किसी और टेबल में बोल के उसको कॉल नहीं कर सकते. दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. So now I am going to utilize student ID here, which is already as primary key, and use it as foreign key in sorry, I can do one thing. I can use department name as foreign key in instructor table, okay, or student table also for that matter. So I am going to utilize the alter table statement. So alter table, which table I have to alter? जिसमें फॉरेन की बनाना है उसको अल्टर करना है आपको. तो फॉरेन की किसमें बनाना है? इंस्ट्रक्टर में. अल्टर टेबल, टेबल नेम इंस्ट्रक्टर A90, एड फॉरेन FOREIGN, फॉरेन की. कौन सी फॉरेन की ऐड करना है हमें? डिपार्टमेंट नेम DEPT_name. अब इसको क्यों सिलेक्ट किया मैंने? क्योंकि ये यहाँ पे प्राइमरी की है ऑलरेडी डिपार्टमेंट टेबल में. अगर ये प्राइमरी की नहीं होता तो मैं इसको सिलेक्ट नहीं कर पाता एज अ फॉरेन की. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड क्रूशियल थिंग. many students get stuck over here. Okay, so that is why I am telling you again and again. Alter table instructor A90, add foreign key department name, and after adding the foreign key you have to code the reference, REFERENCES, reference from which table you are referring this foreign key. So it is the department A90 table. So you have to quote it here, department A90 semicolon enter. Doesn't exist. क्या बोल रही है? Instructor A90 add ओके ओके ओके। सो डिपार्टमेंट A90 में, सॉरी इंस्ट्रक्टर A90 में पहले हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा, कॉलम ऐड करना पड़ेगा। विच कॉलम? द कॉलम नेम, डिपार्टमेंट नेम। ओके, तो डिपार्टमेंट नेम ऐड करना है तो उसके लिए क्या करेंगे, अल्टर टेबल इंस्ट्रक्टर A90 ऐड कॉलम dept अंडरस्कोर नेम कैरेक्टर। इसका डेटा टाइप वही होना चाहिए जो इधर है, कैरेक्टर 20, कैरेक्टर 20 सेमीकोलन। अब इसमें आप यहाँ पर भी इसको फॉरेन की बोल सकते हो, तो इसको फॉरेन की अगर बोलना है, फॉरेन की, REFTRENCES, डिपार्टमेंट A90। ओके, बाद में फॉरेन की ऐड करते हैं इसको, ये शायद गलत सिंटेक्स है। पहले ये instructor A90 doesn't exist. Okay, our table name is something different, I guess. Instructor, instruct. Okay, so I have made a mistake over here. So these type of silly mistakes are going to happen in your case also, because after so many years they are happening with me. So I'm assuming that they are going to happen with you. So please don't get confused or don't get stuck that ये तो मेरे से जमेगा ही नहीं. You have to always overcome these mistakes by seeing the error message. Okay, and if no mistakes are happening, then you should consider yourself as a pro coder, right? So now we have added this column. So describe instructor A90. You can see that this department name is already added. Now I can use this alter table query to add the foreign key, instructor. Okay, so I'm going to implement one small change over here. After this, I have added the name of the column to which I'm referring to. So let us see whether it gets executed or not. So it is saying that query OK. So I'm going to describe this now. Okay. So DESC instructor A90. So now you can see that MUL has appeared in front of department name. So this MUL means that it is acting as a foreign key. So this department name is acting as a foreign key, and the reference for this is the table department A90 in which it is acting as a primary key. Now once again I am going to utilize the same concept in order to link. Now what we have done here, we have established the link between instructor and department. Now we are going to establish a relationship between the student and department. So you can use department name as foreign key in student table. So how to do it? First of all, let us add one column. Let us describe student student A90 first, then add one column, alter table 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 alter table student A90 alter table name, uh, add column name is dept underscore name character 20। ये कॉलम हमने ऐड कर दिया। नाउ DESC student A90. So now it is not MUL. Now I am going to create foreign key for this department name. So how to do it? By using alter table. हमने create table से देख लिया, अब alter table से देखेंगे। alter table student A90 add foreign key dept underscore name references department MENT A90 dept underscore name. So now it is saying that query okay 0 rows affected. Let us try to describe this once again. Now it has established the relationship, right? Now we are going to see the next query. Next query is what? Sorry, next constraint, that is check constraint. So check constraint checks whether that particular predicate is satisfying or not. Okay, so usually it is not implemented. So let us leave behind this check constraint and table name 2 and then column name. Here it should be column underscore name. Okay, so after this check constraint can be applied by using create table, and you can do check and predicate. It means that some condition will be checked. For example, if you want that id should not be 0, so check id is not equal to 0. Like this condition you can quote over here, but unfortunately we cannot see this check constraint application in the describe table. So we are going to leave this and directly jump on default constraint. Index is the constraint that we are going to see in 7th practical. So in default constraint you can use some default value to get enter into the column. So now what we are going to do here now, I am going to declare a new table named section, in which section id semester and year is there. Then I'm going to create a course table. Okay, what we can do here, I have to apply the constraint, right? So let us create course table with course ID, title and credits. First of all, course table I am going to create first of all. Course ID, title and credits. So create table course A90 with course ID, title, year. So course ID, suppose it is a varchar 20 primary key, title is suppose character 20, इसको दे देते हैं not a null, not null. Please pay attention how I am typing the query, then you can implement the same method. Then year, create table, then year, suppose it is date data type है ना, ईयर या फिर डेट डेटा टाइप नहीं देते हम लोग, इंटीजर ही डेटा टाइप देते हैं इसको। ईयर इंटीजर इसको बोलता हूँ मैं डिफॉल्ट। डिफॉल्ट ये देखो डिफॉल्ट कंस्टेंट कैसे अप्लाई करते हैं हम लोग, डिफॉल्ट और वैल्यू 1, तो जो डिफॉल्ट वैल्यू है वो हमें लिखनी है। सो सपोज 2021 इज द डिफॉल्ट वैल्यू टू बी एंटर्ड इन ईयर, सेमीकोलन देता हूँ। नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू डिस्क्राइब द course A90 table. You can see that the default is 2021. So if no values are entered, then by default the default value is going to be entered in a particular row, right? So this is how the default statement works. Now what we can do here, uh, in order to link this with other tables, I have to make one adjustment over here. So course is the part of department, right? So which course is applied to which department? I can use this department name as foreign key over here. So the same concept I have to repeat once again. इसको लिंक करना है तो क्या करूंगा, मैं डिपार्टमेंट नेम ऐड करूंगा बाय यूजिंग अल्टर टेबल स्टेटमेंट. अल्टर टेबल कोर्स A90 add column DEPT underscore name, add column DEPT underscore name, uh, character 20, I guess character 20 है उसका. हाँ, foreign key references क्या थे, DEPARMENT A90 DEPT underscore name, foreign key. Okay, add column COLUMN foreign key. I think that foreign key cannot be applied. Foreign key has to be applied after this declaration of the variable itself. So alter table name, add foreign key DPT name, references DPT DPARMENT A90 DEPT name, semicolon. So it has linked with other database. ये कैसे चेक करेंगे हम इसको, डिस्क्राइब से DESC कोर्स A90 इस तरीके से. तो अभी क्या किया मैंने, इतना पार्ट जो है PR मॉडल का वो कन्वर्ट किया है एक्चुअल डेटाबेस में विथ अप्लाइंग द कंस्ट्रेंट्स. अब इतना पार्ट जो है ये सिमिलरली आपको करना है, तो इसको मैं फिर से लूंगा नहीं अभी, ठीक है. सो आई एम गोइंग टू स्टॉप हियर and let us end the discussion on this practical number uh, this practical number 5 over here, and we will see about practical number 6 in the next video. So thank you guys, thank you very much.